Welcome to Bliss Ritual number 48. In today's ritual, we're cultivating a deep embodied sense of belonging. Physiologically, this practice supports nervous system regulation by strengthening ventral vagal tone, helping you shift from stress or disconnection into calm, connection, and safety. Energetically, it softens old contractions around not belonging and allows your natural life force, creativity, and authentic expression to flow more freely. You get to remember and feel. You belong here exactly as you are. Let's begin. You can do this practice either seated or lying down, and I invite you to close your eyes if it feels safe to do so. You're going to start by visualizing a gold ring of light surrounding you, giving yourself full permission to know yourself more fully, and surrounding yourself with an iridescent bubble of light, feeling your commitment to safety, self-love, self-compassion, and self-honor. Feeling the energy around you that's always nourishing and supporting you. Practicing from the truth of who you are, the knowing that you are the sovereign of this space. I invite you to create an intention for this practice, speaking it out loud, and start to scan your body, starting at your toes, feeling for where your creative expression lives, scanning your whole body all the way to the crown of your head, feeling for the part of you that moves towards inspiration. Where does this part of you live in your body? And notice any sensations, colors, or emotions that arise. Now I invite you to feel into the part of you that knows it belongs. You can belong in so many different ways. You can belong to your family, to your community. You can belong to your friends. You can belong to the universe. You can belong to humanity. Noticing where inside of you do you know that you belong? How does this part of you feel? Where do you feel it in your body? What sensations arise? And really feel yourself empowered in this felt sense, in this experience of belonging. Seeing if you can turn up the volume to feel it even more strongly in your entire body. I belong. I belong. I belong. Now feel a part of you that most needs to belong. Notice where you feel this part of you in your body. What sensations, emotions, and experiences are associated with it? Maybe it feels like a subpersonality or part of your inner child. I invite you to pick up this part of you who really needs to belong. Pick up this part of you with the part that knows belonging, so that you can send this sense of belonging, of connection to the part of you that needs it most. If it feels true to do so, thank this part of you and let it go. And connecting back to the part of you that knows it belongs, I invite you to reach out to the place in your body where your creative expression lives. Reaching out with connection and saying, "You belong, you belong, you belong." Whatever you're feeling, whether it's bliss, sensation, emotion, thought patterns, I invite you now to visualize either your real partner or your dream partner, feeling that they hold this same sense of belonging within themselves. And everything you feel, everything you sense, I invite you to feel you belong in this relationship, that you deserve connection in everything that you feel and experience. As you stay connected to this sense of belonging within you, no matter what you're feeling or experiencing, you're going to visualize your community surrounding you and really feeling into your experience. You can have this, and you belong. Notice, no matter what you're feeling, that you belong just as you are. And now coming into stillness, you're going to rest, placing one hand on your heart and one hand over your lower belly. You're going to say over and over to yourself, I belong, I belong, I belong. Feel that you belong, feeling you belong to a tribe, feeling that you belong to a family, whether genetic or created, feeling that you belong or could belong to a romantic partnership, feeling how you belong to the planet, to Earth, feeling how you belong to humanity, feeling how you belong to all of creation and to all of reality. I belong. I belong exactly as I am. Whatever I feel, whatever I do, I belong. And I invite you to come into stillness, rest and relax your whole body. I encourage you to celebrate 3 things that you experienced inside of this ritual. Let yourself shine for how you grew, what you learned, and what you experienced here. Notice how that feeling of gratitude lands in your body. And speak out loud 3 gratitudes for yourself or your practice. And now feeling universal, deep love streaming through your body and finding the space within that is acceptance itself. Part of a ritual is surrendering into the acceptance of your practice. What you feel now in the surrender of showing up to whatever appears. I invite you to grow roots deep into the center of the earth, feeling yourself held by the planet, loved by the planet, nourished and grounded, surrounded by a golden bubble of light that holds you in safety. Release the gold ring of light the iridescent bubble, releasing your ritual space and keeping your glow. You may open your eyes. Your practice is complete.